Hey guys, completely random, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the video, and welcome back to this series. This is RPG Playground Let's Play episode 29. Next episode is hopefully going to be a review of the new update. I've been trying to get my head around it, and so far I've understood some of it, not all of it unfortunately, but I've got my head around most bits, so hopefully I will have a good review on it at some point, but not this episode. That'll be next episode. But last episode we sorted out this amazing room, and we also sorted out the royal bedroom. Gonna admit it's not very royal because it's very small, but you know, it'll do. So far I think that's it. I think that's everything for the ground level of the castle. In fact, I think that's everything for the castle full stop, obviously except from the dialogue and everything, but I think we've done incredibly well. I don't think I'm going to do a garden for the castle because gardens are quite hard and difficult and time consuming to do. Excuse me, why is there nothing there? Is there something over here? Hopefully. Alright, yeah, so you've got that. Okay, so apparently the other two didn't save. That's okay. I'll have that sorted out for when I upload this to the community to play. But at the moment, that's not one of my biggest worries. One of my biggest worries at the moment is when is water coming into the game, because obviously you've got a river, and I need river and water. Plus, I need water. I'm just trying to think now. I don't... Obviously, other than dialogue, I want to avoid dialogue at the moment because I'd rather do dialogue. I'd rather spend time doing dialogue either off screen, or I'd rather have a lot more time than what I've got today, because after school times, I don't have enough time after school to do it. And at the moment, it is after school. So I'm going to have to wait until a weekend to be able to do all the dialogue, so I can spend quite a fair amount of the day actually doing it. But this is kind of annoying because I can't think of anything else. I reckon we'll carry on this river just a little bit. So with this, we're gonna obviously have water running through it when water will be released, because water has been confirmed that it will be released at some point. Question is when. So it depends how patient you are. Me personally, I'm not a very patient person, but I'm sure I'll be able to wait. This river takes the water to the edge of the map. This is going to be the end of the map because I can't carry it on much further because I've genuinely run out of ideas, and I've noticed that there's no action going on in the comments section. There's no ideas or anything saying, oh, why don't you include this in the world? So I'm gonna, unfortunately, until I figure out something that I can put in, or until someone chirps up with a great idea that I could put in, this is gonna mean RPG Playground episodes are gonna have to slow down a bit. Maybe end up being once every other week. So one week I'm doing something like Clash of Clans, like I said I might do it, and then the other week being RPG Playground. But I'd still be doing RPG Playground videos, and even if I stop the series at some point, like I said in the other video, I will still be doing RPG Playground, but I'll be doing more along the lines of reviews of updates. Well, previews of updates. So, hopefully, this will be okay. But at the moment, I'm seeing that there is a lot of empty space in my map. So I might have to fill that in with just... obviously these trees, I'm going to fill these in. Okay, alright, I think I've come up with an idea. I don't know if you're all going to like it, but it's an idea that I believe is going to keep this series going. And I want to keep the series going because I'm genuinely enjoying this, like I've said for the umpteenth time. But it's an idea that is going to keep the series going, and I think I should definitely do this. Over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to outdoor, and I'm going to surround this area with, that's indoor, to outdoor, and surround this area with trees like this. But no, it's going to have to be trees like that, otherwise that's going to be a bit odd. Now, this idea sounds a bit futuristic or modern, depends on, I suppose, what you believe. But I was thinking about having some sort of portal or some sort of incredibly strange anomaly going on in this area, where there's, if I can figure out how particle effects, and there's something going on in this area, and then once you step on a certain tile or once you go over to a certain item, you teleport into a new scene, and this new scene is going to be like a large outdoor area, and it's going to have more modern builds, more I suppose more. It's just an idea to have more going on in the series, because at the moment it's, like I said, coming to a close, and that is a bit upsetting. So there we go. That comes in to the circle. Got to find something that will look something that will seem believable, something that makes sense. So we can't like just walk up to a piano or a fireplace and then just end up being in a new realm. I would say something like that, but that seems a bit too obvious. Maybe if I have a tree here, and then have an invisible actor going around the tree saying something like, "Hero feels tired." Ah, there we go. I've developed a story now. Okay, so there is the story that goes on is there's a mini story in this game, which is going to be the disease that the character finds about, and my plan is to have that in the Tomb of the Undead. So the character goes over, fights one of the bad guys, and if I can figure out how killing the bad guy or killing one of the mobs triggers or gives the character a token saying something like token unlocked, token to speak to king, so the character can then speak to the king, because that was something that I had at one point, and that would be good to have. That's fine. There we go. Okay, so somewhere in the Tomb of the Undead there's going to be a mob. If you kill the mob, it gives you a token which allows you to go speak to the king. You tell the king that there's a virus or there's some sort of illness that you found in the cave or in the Tomb of the Undead. He sends soldiers down, and it goes on from there. And then you find out there's a sick patient in that room where you hear voices on the other side of the door. You find a token to get into that room, and you find out that it's an ill person who's dying from the illness. You cure them, you go tell the king, and something like that, and brilliant. But this one, the main quest, I'd say, would be the character finds this area over here, and goes over to the tree, and it says something like, or what can happen is I can shrink it. I can take the character into a new scene where it is literally just this like a square here, like a small square of trees and this, and then there's a cutscene of the tree speaking to the character speaking to the tree, and then the character gets teleported into the future, where there's more modern stuff going on, and character has to figure out a way to get back to this area. And once the characters figure out a way, turns out once he gets back, the king thinks he's a criminal and arrests him, or something like that. I'm just trying to come up with it on my head on the spot at the moment, and obviously it's not working very well. Most of this video has just been me talking to myself, trying to think of ideas, and I should have done that beforehand, to be honest. So I'll probably call this episode something like brainstorming ideas, something like that, something cheesy like that. But obviously we've got our inn, we've got our house, we've got these two residential areas, we've got the church, we've got the castle, we've got the trading area, we've got the hanging area, we've got the armor shop and the weapons store, we've got the Tomb of the Undead, we've got the school, and we've got the teleporting area which we're about to set up. I don't know why I keep walking around the map, it's wasting time. Right, so I think, oh, that's one thing that we should do. We should go to outdoor and finish up these trees so we haven't finished up. There we go. Right. Treetops finished. Yep, everything there's finished. Yep, good, good. Okay, so now we're gonna have the invisible actor, which is supposed to be there but isn't there, so we'll get this invisible actor here. And we'll move the character into it to see what happens, see if it does. Yep, it activates. Okay, good, brilliant, that's what we want. Right, now this is probably going to be a lot of screenplay. So from here to the end of the video is probably going to be time-lapsed and sped up a lot. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the outro. Okay, turns out I'm going to end the episode here actually, because for some reason I don't know why this isn't working, because if I click OK, this is obviously called Omega Tree. No spaces after the name, no nothing. It's called Omega Tree. And on touch, Omega Tree is not an entity that's found. So I'm going to end the episode here and see what I can find out. And once I find out, I will carry on with the episode. And this will be episode 31 that I carry this on in, because episode 30, tomorrow's episode, is going to be a review on the update that I will figure out, hopefully, if I can figure it out. If I can't figure it out, then that won't be good. But hopefully I will. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to support me and my channel. Please click the lovely notification bell, as you can see the animation on screen at the moment. Please copy what that animation has just done. This way you have subscribed to my channel, so therefore you're helping me out. And once you've turned on notification bells, you will be notified, believe it or not, whenever I upload my latest videos. So you can be one of the first people to view my video. Check out my other video. My previous video, as far as I'm aware, hasn't been seen once by one person, which is incredibly depressing. I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight, just like every other night. That's like the third time I've said this in this episode. Anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in episode 30 of RPG Playground Let's Play.